Waiting for people to join. I will say I'm going to be eating breakfast at the beginning of this time. Because poor time management, that's me. Hello? Wait. I just brushed my teeth too, so everything tastes weird. Aha! Welcome. So yeah, I wanted to... Happy June, everybody. I figured we could, watch the You music video if you haven't seen it yet. Yes, I know, I was the same release day as Eminem. Sorry, checking all of this. Hello, hi people on YouTube. Hi Twitch people. Why wearing the exposing outfits in the music video? Because it's what I wanted to wear. Thank you so much, Luna. Always a bigger fish releasing on the same day. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I think, it's, I mean, all of the, like, the release days for almost all of my songs this year have already been planned out. So really there's no way of knowing, like, there's not like a little document or something that goes around to everybody like, hey, here's who's gonna be releasing on these days, so you know in advance. Like, Debbie Downer came out the same day that, like, Taylor Swift's album came out. So I think, like, there's always going to be a ton of people releasing, and I think that's one of the great things about music is that it's just, like, it doesn't matter who's releasing. Everybody's just releasing music and releasing their creative output, you know, and then you just see, like, sometimes it hits right away, sometimes it doesn't. You just kind of put it out there into the world, and then you just see what happens with it. But yeah, I kind of think it's impossible to, like, avoid releasing the same day as, like, Eminem or Taylor Swift. It just kind of happens. The concert last Saturday was an amazing time. It was a long concert, but I still had fun. I'm so glad. What was the concert for? HOB Anaheim. How was, because you had asked if, like, we had been there. How was that venue? Because I haven't been there before, but I've heard, like, a lot of things, and I know different people that I know that have, like, played there. Gosh, guy said, it's okay, we know our priorities. We can always pretend we don't know who Eminem is. No, we can.
I mean, you're two different music styles.
Yeah, it's like,
it's like, are you not supposed to release if a country artist releases either?
It's just like, it's impossible to avoid releasing on the same day as other artists. It's like, literally, it's just impossible.
Isn't it like
now
20,000 songs that release a day?
It's something like that, and it's like, it's just, I don't know. I think it's like, I think it's cool that so much music is coming out all the time, and like I said, I mean, it's like, you don't have to be like, oh, I won't listen to this person at all. I will only listen to this song. Like, there's 24 hours in a day. There's plenty of time to, like, check out all the new music that came out. But yeah, so we did the music video for You. I'm wondering if there's anything, like, in particular in the beginning that I want to tell you guys. I mean, we filmed it all in the same space. So, like, the 3 different things that you're seeing, like, kind of the 3 different setups, this was all in one space. Thank you so much, Slice the Wind. I love the new song so much, it's stuck in my mind. We wrote this song, like, right before, so the crazy thing about this one, the crazy thing about this song was that, like, we were preparing to do drum tracking, not the drum tracking I just did, but the drum tracking before, we were preparing to do it, and we already had the songs set on like which ones we were gonna do. And I had written you like the same week or the week before we were doing drum tracking. So that one was not on the list for what we were gonna get done in the tracking. But like then we were at the drum tracking and we were doing like the last 2 songs or something, or I think we had like 1 song left that we were going to do that day, and we were making pretty good time. And then Michael Cameraman, who produced it and co-wrote it with me, he sent me the demo, and I was listening to it on my phone, and I was like, oh dang, this is really cool. And I already knew that I really loved the song, but like hearing the demo for it, I just freaked out, and I played it for my manager, and we were just like dancing around in the studio and just like freaking out. And so we were like, oh, this is it. This is the song. So then I texted him back right away, and I was like, okay, is there any way that you can send me this, like the files and everything? Because I'm in the studio right now and I can record the drums for it right now, but you have to send it now. Because we only do like, basically we set 1 day to do drum tracking, and then I have to decide what songs I want to release, and then that's it. And like those are the songs that we record, and then those are the songs that I put out. And so yeah, we were like in the studio doing the drums, and I was like, I have to get this one done because I really want to put it out. So yeah, then I texted him frantically, and I was like, is there any way that you can send me the files for this now? Like, it's okay, I know it's a demo. Like, is there any way you can just send it over so that way I can do it now? Because we love it. And so he sent the files, and then literally, like, basically 30 minutes or something after getting the demo, I was already recording the drums for it, which is easily, like, the fastest that we've moved a song forward. And what's funny is we had 2 drum tracking days because there were so many songs that I wanted to do. And before the second drum tracking day happened, we wrote Debbie Downer. I wrote Debbie Downer with Jordan and Christian like a week or 2 before the other drum tracking day happened. And we got those files over as quickly as possible because we were like, oh, this one's good. So it's a lot of last minute stuff. Old Lettuce. I found you recently on YouTube. I love your music. Thank you so much, Old Lettuce. The VHS player, okay. There's there's a whole story behind this, and Mama Murph is getting ready right now. So actually a lot of the VHS information, that is stuff that her and Papa Murph took care of. So she can explain more of that. I heard kind of stories of what they were doing because they ran all the errands for that. Freddie said, if you as an artist wanted to wait for the perfect time to release something, it'd never come out. That's dead on. And it's like, it's just, and that's why I had released Claustrophobic. Because the whole thing was, I released Claustrophobic in 2019, in like, actually the day before my birthday in 2019. And I had waited so long to release music, and we kept saying we were waiting for the right moment and the right moment for it to hit. And I was like, I'm tired of waiting. There's not going to be a right moment. And all of these songs are just getting old. So VHS is the pre-Marlhy era. She was just like, parental units, please handle this. Literally, I don't know anything about this technology and stuff. As you guys kindly pointed out to me, I turned the TV off instead of rewinding, which I didn't know. I don't know these things. Concert was, oh wow. That's crazy. That sounds like a really cool lineup. I don't know all of these bands, but all of their names are epic. But I'm so glad the show was cool, E-Tips. In the Wouldn't Do the Same video, she had even older things in costumes, so VHS isn't surprising. I'm not pre-Blockbuster because I went to Blockbuster all the time when I was a kid.
Goodbye. 2 separate VHS players. Neither of them worked.
So, explain.
Explain what part?
VHS. They said, how did you get a VHS?
Oh, so we basically went to thrift stores. We went to Goodwill, and so there's this place in Los Angeles that's like, it is like you've walked into just like an upscale dump, for lack of a better word. Like, there's literally stuff everywhere. It's this building just full of stuff. It's like somewhere between a dump and a Goodwill, kind of nestled right there in the middle. And we found like just stacks and stacks of VHS players there. And so we grabbed a bunch of them and we took them over to an outlet and just tried them. And we found one that turned on. And we're like, okay, that's a good sign. And then we're like, okay, if this one turns on, but it's got a tape stuck in it. So we're like, okay, well, we'll take it home. We could probably get this tape out.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll deal with that issue. So we're thinking it probably works to some degree. And then Dad's like, I don't think this thing's going to work. So we go over to Goodwill and we spend like $15 on another one over there. And we just assume if it's at Goodwill and it's out on a shelf and displayed, we assume it's going to work. Oh. Well, guys, we got that one home and it didn't even turn on. Aww. That one didn't work at all. So, and I was really adamant that I wanted a light on. Because Dad's like, no, the other one, you can actually, like, it might look better. And I was like, no, it has to have a light on. And so I took the VHS player apart. Like, I completely deconstructed it.
The Goodwill one.
No, the one that we got from the upscale dump.
That had the tape stuck in it.
Yeah, that had the tape stuck in it. Because it would at least turn on. So I took that thing apart, like removed the covers and everything, and just muscled that tape out of there, which turned out to be a viewing copy of Star Trek First Encounters, or something like that. And so then that tape became, I think, the Debbie Downer tape. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the story. That the VHS players, they did not work. We could not find one that works.
Baron said First Contact?
First Contact, that was it.
We didn't tape over it.
No, it just says Debbie Downer.
Yeah, it's literally we just made Mama and Papa Murph just made the little label and the cover thing that says Debbie Downer. So it's still, like, if you put it in a working VHS, it's gonna play Star Trek. But it just says Debbie Downer on the side. But, yeah. So, yeah, that was Baron said, upscale dump. Y'all were in my room. What is that? Oh, is that for Yzma?
Mm-hmm.
Little ball for Yzma? You want a toy?
It's a little Yzma size football.
Yzma, you want a toy? Is she sniffing it? She's not sure.
No, it's been in the garage.
Oh!
She's doing sleepy game.
Oh, yeah. Peacefully playing with it.
There we go.
Oh, she's gonna knock it off. Oh, yep, there it goes. Dad gave Yzma a ball.
Oh.
And she was playing with it, and she had it on her claw, and then she accidentally just threw it off, and it's under the table somewhere. Accidentally. Joking said that's probably worth money.
The tape? The tape?
Yeah.
We could probably get the labels off.
I was gonna say, because now it says Debbie Downer, but we'll see. Maybe we'll look into it.
Yeah. We also had a Stripes VHS tape.
Yeah, so they asked why Stripes.
Because we were literally in the upscale dump once again, and it was just, guys, I don't even know how to explain this place to you, but like,
okay.
Like, it's just stacks and stacks of things, so unorganized. And so next to the VHS players, the most of them didn't work, there was just this huge bin of VHS tapes. And so at that point, we were just pulling tapes that were like, felt like 80s or earlier. So that's why Stripes. It was near the top, and it was the right time frame.
Yeah.
Who has Stripes?
Joe King, I think.
Joe King because Stripes, okay? It's a great friggin' movie.
Joe King said Stripes is one of my favorite movies.
Good
you
choice.
have to watch Stripes.
I dislike you less now.
Dad. But yeah, so those VHS tapes that you see in the video, those were all basically from the upscale dump.
Upscale them.
And the thing was, so I was like, oh, you push a tape into the thing. Like, the way you get it out is you press on it, and then it pops out. No. I pressed it, and, like, it just, like, went further into the VHS. And Mama was like, damn it, Marley, you don't push it in there. And I'm like, nobody told me. Like, nobody told me how to do that. She was like, okay, just get the tape out. I've never fucking used this before. And so then it's stuck, and she's like, oh, shit. And this is, like, the first shot with it, right? And we have to get the Debbie Downer tape out. So she kind of, like, shakes it, and it gets out. So we get the tape out. And so I did not do that again.
She was very good after that.
I was terrified. But yeah, so that was kind of the main issue. How long have you been wanting to do a video like this? Because you can tell you're having fun. And also, how long did everyone have to rehearse?
Oh.
So let's talk about this, shall we? So I do this fun thing where I ask people to do a music video, but I don't tell them what they have to do.
At all. Like,
At
at
all.
all.
Theo, my bassist, who has been in almost every single video, he is such a trooper. I've known him for like 10 years now. Like, out of everybody in these videos, he is the one who has been with me the longest and has like literally saw me in like my awkward preteens phase. And he shows up. Oh, hats off for Deem. I can't see any of those. So I usually don't tell him what he has to do. And so I had mentioned, like for Debbie Downer, I had mentioned, hey, we're going to do a thing with puppets. And he thought like marionettes or like sock puppets. No. So then he gets there and then we're strapping a puppet to his head. And he's like, I did not think this is what I was going to be doing today. And then
He's a really good sport. Everybody
he
is.
Everybody is such an incredibly good sport. I swear, if these people did not tolerate me so much, all of those people would hate me right now. Because they, yes, please, thank you. So, they get there, and a few people knew. Like, some of the people that I reached out to, like Sam, she's in the Dynamite shirt. This was her first video with us, and she is an amazing bassist. We started playing in a band together, and she's freaking awesome. And I had mentioned, see, this was her mistake, is I had mentioned the idea to her of this music video that I was working on, like, as we were prepping for you. And she's like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Sucker move.
And I'm like, oh, do you want to be in it? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I hope you know, you've really just committed to it. Like, you're gonna do this now.
No takebacks.
Yeah, I was like, you just showed excitement, and now you're stuck doing this video with me. I'm really sorry. I promise it'll be a good time. And so, Ricky Z said Theo deserves an award putting up with your shit for 10 years. He really does.
He is so patient.
He absolutely is. And so Sam knew about it because I had kind of told her the concept. I was like, okay, it's going to be like the Jane Fonda aerobics workouts, that kind of thing. And then I asked Hunter and his girlfriend Chloe. Hunter's the guitarist. Chloe is the girl in like the pink sweater. We didn't know if she could do it. We couldn't find out because I had gotten everybody's outfits for them. And then Chloe, we didn't know if she was going to be able to take off work that day. And so we didn't realize she could do it until like the day before. And the problem was we had ordered all of these clothes and they were taking a really long time to get there. And so we were like, there's no way we could order her an outfit. And so I was like, I can't get her in. And then she reached out to me and she was like, hey, like if there's any way I can help, like just to help out with the video. And I was like, shit, okay, how can we get her in the video? And like once she reached out, I was like, okay, I really like I want to get her in the video because she's awesome. She was in the Wouldn't Do the Same video too. She was like one of my friends, one of the girls. And she's just freaking great. And so when I found out she could do it, I was like, we can't get her clothes. And I was like, okay, maybe she has an outfit though. So I had reached out to her and I was like, okay, is there any way, like, do you have these colors? Do you have these kinds of like pieces? Like, is there any way that you could bring your own outfit for this? And like, I have a few extra pieces that I can bring that we had gotten as safety, like for some of my outfits, and like they would fit on her. And so we basically like pulled her thing together the morning of, like literally 2 hours before the shoot happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then Emma, maybe should we watch the video and then I can go into,
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch the video and then I'll go into everything. Can you guys hear it? I think so. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Pick it up.
We've been dead for days. You don't seem minded. You enjoy silence. Cloudy. There's no signs of rain. Never joy does
I'll talk
rain.
about that too.
It's 3 years down the drain. I played it safe, no, I'm sorry. Hate the way that it hurts me. When do we get so far away? Drift until we drown in the tidal wave. I can't run away. I should escape, but it's way too hard to say. That I don't wanna stay when you do the things I hate. My life could be great, but there's one thing in the way.
Sounds like Grandma
Thing
Down.
in the way, and it's you. You don't know when to let go, till there's nothing to hold. Living in a house with no hope. I played it safe, no, I'm sorry.
Everybody got to keep their clothes except for one person.
It hurts me. When do we get so far away? Drift until we drown in the tidal wave. I can't run away. I should escape, but it's way too hard to say. That I don't wanna stay when you do the things I hate. My life could be great,
I'm
but
late.
there's one thing in the way. One thing in the way, and it's you.
Oh yeah, the black belt was great. I'll talk about that outfit too. I was trying to I wanted to be Madonna.
It's safe, no, I'm sorry. Hate the way that it holds me. When did we get so far away? Played it safe, no, I'm sorry.
Also,
Hate the
Guy
way
Incognito,
that
is it the
holds
one
me.
dude, the
When
guy with the
did we
tattoos
get so far away?
in the very bright pants?
Or the short shorts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. and I turned the TV off wrong. So, thank you guys. The Saturday night dance move. I meant to ask does that count as what they refer to as the millennial whoop? I don't even know what that is, but
You're not
maybe.
a millennial.
I'm a Gen Zer. Because I never used a VHS and that TV. All I saw was a knob, and Brian, our videographer, was like, okay, maybe you like lean over and turn it off. And I was like, I don't know how, so I'm just gonna press something. And he was like, okay, sounds good.
Guys, you have to keep in mind, she's of the generation where she doesn't even know how to like turn a TV on the TV. She only knows remotes.
That's not true.
It's not?
That's not
What
true.
TV do you know how to turn on by pushing a button on
We
it?
had a TV that was like the bottom of it, and there was one where it was like a button on the side when we were living in Boys in the Hood.
Really? Do you remember that?
Yeah, we
Okay, I
had
didn't
like
think you would
the
have remembered.
volume and the buttons on the side, and the power button was like at the bottom on those buttons.
There you go.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Rude. Aren't the buttons like labeled? On this TV, no.
Mm-mm.
For music video purposes, Baron. Hi, Emma. That was so cute. She went. For music video purposes, it works fine though. It's like in sitcoms where they never lock doors when they leave home. We just like to give you grief. I'll take it. Young Gaming. This is the new music video drop. I think I came in when you were talking about the demo, but how long ago was the first writing session? So, okay, yeah. She is chirping at the birds. I can tell you when we wrote this song.
I think it was May of 2023.
Was it?
Well, that's when we got the first vocal or something.
Where is it? Hold on, everybody, and I can tell you. February 21st, 2023. So, yeah, it was like February 1st, 2023, and then, hold on, I gotta see if I can find, let me see if I can find it. Because I want to tell you guys this process. Okay. So he had texted me March 2nd. So this is when we were doing the drums. So we wrote the song at like the end of February. And then he texted me on March 2nd at 7:12 p.m. and was like, "Here's a first pass," and sent me the first version of You. And I said, "Oh my god, I'm at drum recording and accidentally started playing it really loud in the room and Kyle is obsessed, lol. I was trying to listen and he was like, "What is that? It sounds beautiful." And I was like, "This is insanely good. This one's going to get finished for sure." And he had said, and cameraman, he responded it, and he was like, "Might as well throw some drums on there while you're there. Haha, JK. Glad you like it." And I was like, Kyle was literally just saying that. And I was like, we actually might do that. And he was like, let me know if you want it and I'll send it over. And I was like, yeah, send me the demo and I'll get it done drum tracking day 2, basically, because we were doing 2 days. And so he sent it to me, and I told him, I was like, actually, we're literally going to do it now. And we got it done. But yeah, so we ended up doing it that night, like on March 2nd. And yeah, we did the vocals, and now it's finally out. But yeah, so this song, the video. So there are so many clothes things we have to talk about.
Yes.
Because, so that shirt Where is it?
The turtle shirt?
Yeah. Trying to get a shot where you can see it. That shirt. Not a great face I'm making, but that shirt was well, it was originally going to be.
It was originally yellow.
Well, there was like a trucker.
Oh, Keep on Truckin' was what it was going to be.
She was going to get me a Keep on Truckin' shirt, which I didn't know the thing, but she said it was a thing. And so we were going to do that. And then she couldn't find one because I really wanted like a ringer kind of thing. And so she was like, okay, we're going to get you this one instead, the Going Nowhere Fast. And it was originally like a yellow shirt with green ringer style and like collar. And so she orders the shirt, and part of the reason I was talking about how I was so nervous about getting Chloe an outfit and how we wouldn't be able to get her clothes in time because it was the day before the shoot and we still hadn't gotten that shirt.
Yeah. And we had planned the rest of the outfit around it.
Yeah. And so, Mama Murph, would you like to tell them what you did?
So I found the reverse option, the green ringer with the yellow arms, and I found one on Amazon, a men's small tee that I could get the next day. And so we had that Amazoned over the next day. And Mick basically duplicated the art for me on some yellow vinyl. So we made that shirt at the last minute to just mimic the shirt that we didn't receive, which you did finally get a week after the shoot. They had some issue on their end, and so.
But then I really liked it, so I've kept the shirt. So now I have 2 shirts with inverted colors, and I actually wore the original last week, and it's a really cute shirt, so I like it. But yeah, the face you make when you get angry at the forbidden restaurant that may involve some, you know what, never mind. The restaurant who must not be named. But yeah, so that was one of the obstacles, and then it was like all the clothes came late.
Yeah.
I wanted to look like Madonna for the band shots, so I wanted fingerless gloves and the shirt with the holes in it. And yeah, so
and then Hunter. So we got Hunter. So the thing was like the men in these videos would wear short shorts. And so I ordered the shorts for Hunter, and I held them up to myself, and Marlhy was looking at me, and she was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And she sent a picture to Hunter, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna get him some leggings.
He was a little bit nervous. We knew we wanted to put one of the guys in like those short shorts that the guys would wear in those videos. And we were like, well, it obviously has to be Hunter because he's game for anything.
Yeah.
And we got him the shorts, and he is 6'5". And Mama Murph held the shorts up to her. And they looked slightly big on her. And yeah, I sent a picture of them to Hunter, and he was like, I think I have to shave my thighs, maybe? And I was like, oh, let's get you something else. And so we were like, okay, no, that's also why he's in the very back, is because he's so freaking tall. And so we're like, okay, he can't be in these shorts.
Because he
They're too
also,
small.
like, really goes all out on everything.
He does not do things like chill. So, yeah, so Baron, that's what he's wearing. He has leggings on under the shorts. And so Mom got him, like biker leggings or whatever.
Yeah. We didn't want a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, we could not. Like, everything is G. Like, we want everything to be G-rated. So, yeah, we put him in leggings in addition to the shorts.
And the leg warmers.
And he had worn shorts. I told the guys, like, I told Hunter and Theo, like, wear black. And he wore shorts to the shoot. And I was like, why are you wearing shorts? So that's why he's wearing the leggings under his shorts.
That was his choice.
That was his choice. And we were like, you can take the leggings off. And he was like, nope. And we're just like, okay.
But that's when he and Theo decided they were gonna like wear the headbands and the wristbands and
Yeah.
make the workout part of the band.
Which I wanted to do a different thing. Like, I wanted it to be 3 different things. And then those two come in with their headband and their wristband still on. And I'm like, why do you still have those on? And they're like, because we really like them. And I was like, fuck it. Okay. All right. And then they're like, we should start running. And I'm like, it's a different shot. And then they were doing it. And I was like, you know what?
It looks great.
It'll look great. So go ahead.
Yeah.
So they did it. They took over.
Yeah.
They took over my shoot,
That's
basically.
why you see Marley laughing in so many of the band
Oh
shots.
my god. I could not keep it together because that was genuine. That was not what I had planned at all. Thank you, House Music Fan 1442. That was not what I had planned for them to be like, yeah, him stretching, the 2 of them.
The jump. The Hunter's like, hey, we should do a jump.
Yeah, they really just like it was just okay. So hold on. Then there's the jump. We'll get to the jump. Let's find that. But yeah, you see his little leggings under the shorts. So the jumping, and here we go. Yeah. So there they are, doing their little jump. Because they're like, we should do a jump for the last shot. And I was like, okay, go for it. But the thing was, in the psych wall, this big white space, you couldn't stand on the slope. And Hunter has a history of breaking things
On set.
because he's 6'5". And so he is a tall person, and he has no spatial awareness. None. And so, like, Heartbreak Weekend, he accidentally broke a mirror, so that's, like, bad luck for several years. And then we're told, like, do not step on the slope on the psych wall, because it kind of slopes up. So don't stand on the curve. And so I told everybody on set, I was like, hey guys, by the way, Hunter, don't stand on the freaking slope. And of course we put him in the back, which was like the most dangerous place for him to do that. But he's so freaking tall that he would have covered everybody else. So he didn't break anything. He did
Very well.
He did a great job. Baron said, and what does he do? He stands on the freaking slope. He didn't. He's jumping around. Clearly, you see both of them jumping in this, right? Neither of them stood on the freaking slope. And I am very proud of them, and I'm very glad. But yeah, so Freddie had asked about how long we rehearsed this.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just like to say, let's try to find a shot. That's not, like, that, this was probably our first take. So,
There was no rehearsal.
Yeah.
It was Marley yelling things out, and sometimes she wouldn't yell things out, and she'd be like, let's just do this!
Yeah, so here's the thing. I basically had a note in my phone. Let me see if I still have that note. And I pulled this note together in the car on the way to the shoot. Yep.
Those are the moves.
Those are it. So I knew that I wanted, like, what? I knew that I wanted, like, I knew I wanted a specific choreography for the chorus. And so I knew it was going to be like, I can't run away, I should escape, and then double it because it's way too hard to say, like that kind of thing. And so I knew I wanted that, and I knew for Lifeline I wanted to do like the miming the pulling the rope. So those were the only things that I knew I wanted to get. That's it. And so I get to the shoot, and I had basically found this 1.5-hour video on YouTube of a Jane Fonda aerobics thing. Oh, Emma. You guys are distracting. You guys are in the shot.
Sorry.
So, basically, Isma, keep it G. Keep it G. But yeah, so I did not have a lot planned. And I got there, and I just had this one Jane Fonda YouTube video. And basically, everyone showed up. Like, so, hold on. So, Sam, the girl in the pink shorts, she kind of knew what was up. She didn't know what we were going to specifically be doing. But she knew, like, she knew what kind of the vibe was. Oh, 2 hydrates, 1 stretch. The computer's about to die. We need a cord. Stretching. So she kind of knew what was up. Emma in the yellow shorts, she knew what was going on. Like, I had told her. She had even, like, sent me a thing she had seen, and she was like, is this, like, the vibe? And I was like, yes, that's perfect. So they knew. Chloe had kind of an idea. Hunter, Theo had no clue. Theo had no idea. Because the thing is, a lot of these people I see at my college, I TA there, so I run into them and I'll, like, talk to them about what I've been thinking, and I'll show them pictures and stuff like that. Theo, I rarely see anymore, because we're not at, like, the same places, so I'm always just, like, texting him, like, shit, hey, are you down to do a music video? And he is always a good sport, and he's like, yeah, and then I'm telling him and Hunter what I need them to bring. And I'm like, and I have outfits for you for the other stuff. And that's all I said. So Theo shows up. And I'm like, hey, you're going to wear this tank top and these shorts. I've never seen Theo in a tank top in my life.
And he was wearing pants.
He was in pants. Oh, yeah, pants. And so we were like, okay, here are your clothes. You're going to go change into this. And he's like, wait, what is going on? And we're like, and then here are your wristbands and your headband. And he was like, what is this? And so he did not know. The guy in the super bright pants who is smiling the entire video is my manager. That is my manager, Kyle. I had asked him if he was down to be in the video because I was like, I need dancers. And I was like, would you be interested? And he was like, absolutely. So that's him. And he's in a Phil Collins tank top. And he could not name one Phil Collins song.
And that's why he didn't keep the tank.
So he didn't get the damn tank top. Because he could not name a single Phil Collins song.
That is my shirt.
So Mama Murph has the shirt now. Saxmania said, take a look at him now. So yeah, it was rough. Baron said, who is Phil Collins? Joking said, Phil Collins from Genesis or Def Leppard? So yeah, basically he didn't get to keep the shirt. And y'all are proving it's very easy to come up with Phil Collins songs, as well as the fact that he manages a drummer and should at least know the epic drummer song. Yeah, In the Air Tonight, hello. The most epic drum fill. So, whatever. He didn't get to keep it. He kept the pants. Goskai said the Phil Collins thing sounds familiar. Did you tell us the story? I feel like I told you guys the story. But now you're seeing the tank top. So, they all had no idea. And I was like, okay, we're going to start the song. I'm going to call out moves. And then we're just going to go for it. And then try to follow me, like, as close as you can. And everybody was just like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go. And then I'm like, okay, do this, do that, do these things, go over here, run this way, run to the right, half speed, full speed, like calling out all this stuff. And everybody is like exhausted.
It was definitely, they were working out for sure.
It was an actual workout. Like, we had to take lots of breaks. Everybody had water. Everybody had water and snacks. We provided stuff for everybody.
We always bring coffee.
Yeah. And so we made sure everyone had water, and I'm just drinking a Celsius because I need to stay freaking pumped. And we do that first take, and then I was like, okay, I kind of have, like, an idea of, like, where to go from here. And so we keep doing a couple shots. And then, who was Emma talking to? Was she talking to you?
Talking to me. We were taking a break, and I had walked over to the craft area, and she's like, "Hey, let me know if you need any help with ideas for other moves, because I teach exercise classes for a living." And I'm like, "What?
What? What?" So she found out in that moment, and Emma didn't tell me this because she's very kind. She wasn't like, "Hey, dumbass, I actually do this for a living.
I like literally know what to do."
I can literally do this for you. This is my job. And so I'm like, no way. Because the whole thing is, I was trying to direct everybody, and I was calling out the moves, but I was also trying to lip sync occasionally because I wanted to get me, like, singing the song. And I was like, okay, this is crazy. So I choreographed the second verse through the second chorus. I choreographed that much, and we figured it out. And I was standing on the psych wall, and I was like, I felt like I had finally come full circle because I would always do these stupid dance routines when I was a kid. And, like, just for fun at home to, like, Hannah Montana songs. And now I was finally getting to, like, choreograph something and make people do it. And so it was, like, 7-year-old Marlhy dream come true. And so I choreographed this thing for the second verse through the second chorus, and I was like, okay, let's get this down of us doing this, like, choreography, and let's film that a couple times, and then we'll be good. And then I asked Emma, I was like, hey, is there any way that you could lead around? I was like, because I really need some shots of, like, me singing along to the song, so could you kind of guide them through one and, like, call the moves and stuff? Because I'm trying to call moves and sing the song, and it's a mess. And she was like, oh, yeah, totally. So then some of the shots, like, make it cute. Oh, my God. That's the funniest part. So she, like, that's her guiding it when they're doing, like, the shoulder rolls. And there's this one shot where I am cheesing because, where is it? This. So I joined in that move because she had basically told everyone to start, like, running and kind of putting their hands to the sides like that. And she has a British accent. And she was like, make it hot, make it hot. And, like, she would say that about certain things. She'd be like, right, like, throw, like, stick out your bum, make it hot, make it hot. And, like, everyone is just having the best time. Like, they were having so much more fun with her doing it than me. Because I was just like, okay, run over here. Okay, do this. And so, and then there was this thing where they were running like that, and she was like, and then stick your hands out, make it cute. And I was like, oh, I gotta do that too, because that looks like so much fun. So, yeah, we did, like, she ran one, and she kind of led one of the run-throughs. And then we just kind of, like, all of it was random. So, realistically, I don't think we ever rehearsed anything, like, without the camera. It's like, I had come up with that choreography for that one section, but I showed it to them, And then we just did it. So, in answer to Freddie's question, there was no rehearsal, basically. And, like, I sent the boys the song so that way they could play it with me for the band shots. Little did I know, I had sent them a SoundCloud link to the song that Kyle, my manager, had killed. Because he had sent it to other people, the link that he shared with me to send to Hunter and Theo. And so, at that point, it was like 2 weeks from the release, and so he had turned off the file on SoundCloud so that way people couldn't listen to it anymore until the song came out. And so then, Hunter and Theo had this link to the song that didn't even work, and they didn't tell me! Because the two of them didn't listen to the song until the last minute, so they couldn't tell me. And so, yeah, so they basically learned the song on the spot. Hunter had heard the song before already because he and I had gone grocery shopping together. And I was like, I really want to do this music video and I want to, like, play you the song. And I played him the song and he was so excited about it. So then that made me even more excited about it. And so, yeah, Goss Guy said now we need an extended cut. So, we have all of the footage. There's gonna be so much behind the scenes stuff. And, like, I really, if you guys want to see it, I'm probably gonna put up a couple videos on Instagram of, like, the sound on set. Where that way, like, you guys can hear me calling out the moves. And, like, you can hear Emma do it. Just because, yeah, it was, like, crazy. And then, like, for the, Baron said I was going to ask if we'll ever get a blooper compilation from across your video shoots. I wonder if there's, like, because we don't always have all of the footage from all the shoots, but I wonder if at the end of this album there should be, like, a...
We've got some from the other night and Debbie Dillon.
We have all the ones from the album so
And
far.
Some from Wouldn't Do the Same. A little
I mean,
bit.
Wouldn't Do the Same's not on the album.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a good idea, Baron.
Yeah, so actually what we'll do is, yeah, I'll put out some of the bloopers from this, but then, yeah, I think at the end of the album, maybe we'll do, like, a best of bloopers from across the album, and then we can do that. Round of applause for right-hand helper Emma. Absolutely.
Yes.
She saved my life. And I cannot thank her enough, because she, like, freaking nailed it. So yeah, we did all of those shots with, like, the whole group first. And then we did the band shots second, and then we did these shots of me in the house set last, basically. And the thing was, we did all of this in one day.
We did it all in less than 5 hours.
Yeah. And so the shot, I'm trying to find a shot of me looking at the TV. Ew. That is green screen, obviously. So there was actually like this is me just watching a TV with a green piece of paper on it. Because obviously we knew that the TV didn't turn on. The TV on set, it did not turn on. Yeah, you can see it there. So yeah, the TV couldn't turn on, so we just, Papa Murph slapped like a green piece of paper.
With hard corners.
Saxmania said, I saw the green TV. When? Wait.
I thought we removed that.
Because there was one shot where you could see it, but I caught it, and I thought we removed it. Where was it?
We've been dead for days.
Wait.
Safe, no, I'm sorry.
Where?
Drift until we drown in the tide.
It's a play on something. I saw the TV.
I should escape, but it's way too hard to say.
I don't know, because I know that there was that one scene that we were like, oh, you can see just like the edge of the screen,
Yeah.
but he cropped that out.
But yeah. Yeah, this is really common. I mean, the thing is, it was scary for me because there's a movie called I Saw the TV Glow and I Replaced It with Green. Okay, Sex Mania, you just gave me a heart attack. That was a great pun, but you just killed me. It is common practice to use like green screens and stuff. Have we ever used green screens?
Yes. You don't remember when?
Wait. Oh, yeah, on a TV. Is that the only other time?
Because we did it for
Seven Sins.
We did it for Seven Sins. We did it for Like I Do. Because you're sitting in a movie theater.
Yeah.
And that last frame in the theater is green screen.
And that last frame where we're watching the movie and Like I Do, we filmed that before we filmed anything at that house.
Yep.
At the haunted house. So yeah. We've used green screen 3 times for like very small things. Like that was the end shot. The Seven Sins one, that was just like the bridge, so that was pretty short. Like this was the first one where it was more prominent.
Yeah.
And I always get nervous about filming things that are gonna have to be like
one other time.
Editing.
Kellen on your phone.
Yeah. Wasn't my phone just black?
Yeah, your phone was just black. So it wasn't actually green screen, but
Yeah.
But it was placed in after.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of a Ema, what pretty girl. Where was Phases shot at? Oh my god.
In a room about the size of this table that we're sitting at.
Oh my god. Phases, you ask? Phases was in a building on like the 70th floor of a building in downtown LA with no freaking parking anywhere. And we had to put a drum set in a freaking elevator on a dolly.
It was like that room that we shot into, and I think you kind of get the feeling for it.
It's a closet. Freddie said in a closet.
Yeah, it is tiny. It is tiny.
Like, Stefan, my usual guitarist, him and Theo, you see them like right next to me in the band shots. That is not for filming purposes. That is for actual space purposes. Like, we had like my dad and my manager and my mom and the the 3 band members and Brian. Mm-hmm. So there were 7 of us there, and not all 7 people could be in the room. Otherwise, they would be seen. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, when we shot my solo shots for that video, Stefan, Theo, my dad, and Kyle, right?
Yeah, Dad and Kyle stayed out the whole time.
They were all outside.
I was behind Brian, usually.
Yeah, like, Mom and Brian were in there with me when I did those shots, but literally Mom was like by the door. Like, she was crouched because there were no chairs.
And it had to be below the shot.
Yeah. So it was that is the smallest space we've ever filmed in.
Yeah.
And the video looks great. G, keep it G. So, yeah. Hello, Dean. Have a good day.
So what else about this?
Goss Guy, is that the one with the coffee in the washing machine? Yes, that is. Yeah. But yeah, do you guys have any questions about the music video for this one or any of the other music videos? I mean, if you have questions about other music videos, I can answer those too.
Oh, did you ever talk about the belts?
Oh yeah, there were 2 different belts.
There were actually 3.
3 belts.
Well, because there was a silver sequin, a black sequin, and then a gray.
That's right.
Yeah.
But we never even looked at the black one.
No.
Because I knew it was I knew it was going to be silver.
And that particular outfit was based off of one of Jane Fonda's jazzercise outfits.
Yeah. And yeah, reposting my question. You come off so natural and comfortable on camera. Have you ever considered teaching others how to act or model? Not mentioning names, but I've binged Netflix and thought these people could use some guidance. I've never really thought about that, just because
I mean,
I don't
with the
know.
music stuff, you're always so busy with that stuff.
I've really just like, I've just kind of gone into the music side of things. It's like I enjoy acting, and I really enjoy acting in my music videos and stuff. And like I mean, I've taken a lot of acting classes over the years. So I mean, I definitely have guidance that I could give to people. I've just never, for some reason, that's never been an idea in my head.
Yeah.
Like teaching it, like being a drum instructor or like a music teacher has like been a possibility in my head, but never acting for some reason. I don't know.
It's true. You've put in a lot of acting hours, theater time, and all the acting lessons, and all the acting coaches.
Yeah. It's like I've definitely done a lot of yelling 101. The first class will be intro to yelling and then advanced ranting. Guy Incognito said, how come no one had big hair or mullets? Ricky Z said no budget for wigs. I mean, he's not wrong. We're all about necessity. And the thing is, like, I had big hair, and like everybody, we also run on a really tight schedule.
Yeah.
And we don't really allow that much time for like getting ready. Like we've only had a hair and makeup person for like 2 shoots.
And that didn't include Wouldn't Do the Same.
No.
Which had tons of hair and makeup in it.
Yeah, that Wouldn't Do the Same. We accounted for like prep time, but that one didn't have a hair and makeup person. It's like the Demons video and Uncomfortable had a hair and makeup person. But the thing is, when you're doing like this hair and makeup prep on set, that's like an additional 2 hours that you have to account for, like before you can even start filming. So
in this particular shoot, we went from 1 to 6, and 1 to 6 is loading in, setting up, doing all the shots, moving all the scenery, and then
3
getting
different
it
sets
out
and getting
before
out.
6
6
o'clock.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like we could have done more with like hair and stuff like that, but it was also just like doing people's hair and like doing all kinds of stuff with their makeup and hair. I feel like is something I just wanted to leave to them. Like whatever you want to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I wouldn't have wanted to do wigs or anything like that for this one, just because it was so active.
Yeah.
And wigs are itchy and they're hot. But yeah. What acting role would you want to play in? Like a romance or horror or sci-fi? I don't know. One of the cool things about being an artist and doing all of these music videos is I kind of get to do all of the roles that I've ever wanted to do. Like just in music videos.
I think while you have a natural comedic tendency, I always loved seeing you do drama. Like, you were always so compelling to me in dramatic situations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I used to cry on command for auditions and stuff.
Well, it's like the temporary music video. You made me
Yeah.
tear up in that one for sure.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily like crying, so I don't know if I would want to do a lot of drama. But I actually would be really interested in doing a horror thing.
Really?
Because I am terrified of horror stuff. And I'm actually really scared easily of that stuff. But I feel like if I had a chance to be in one and see behind everything, then I would enjoy it. Just because for me, it's really just seeing the stuff on the screen. Ricky Z said, so basically Mama is saying you're dramatic. I mean,
It's not a lie.
Freddie said, I'm putting down my vote for a video in the style of Driveway, but a compilation of all your sick days. Of all my sick days? Like when I've been ill? Sounds like a very intense day, I think, with wigs. More stressful. Yeah, I think, is it hard to cry on command? Yes. I mean, when you do it more, it's easier. Like when I was younger and I was doing more auditions like often where I had to cry, it would get easier to kind of like find that place, because it's really like you either really try to put yourself in the situation that the character's in, or you have like something in your life that you think about that can kind of like connect it for you. But after not doing it for a long time, it's hard. Have you done theater? Oh yeah. I played Tiny Tim in A Christmas Carol. I was a little boy in a wig. But yeah, I did a lot of theater when I was a kid. Baron wanted to ask what made you choose that particular pop art image at the start. It really sent me down a rabbit hole because it reminded me of the art style of GTA Vice City, which was set in the 80s. I always knew it was a reference to something, but never remembered to look it up until your video.
It was Papa Murph.
That was all Dad, yeah. I don't know. We should show the art for those things, because they gotta see the beaver. Build this house. Okay, so this was, yeah, we basically just told Papa Murph, can you design a label? And this is what he came up with. Is this Star Trek?
I think that is.
This is Star Trek.
So I was wrong. It wasn't Debbie Downer. It's the U one is Star Trek.
There you go. So yeah, this is Star Trek. But yeah. And then here's Debbie Downer. And if you notice, something that freaking killed me about this one is Dad put a beaver holding a raspberry for the art, which was amazing. But yeah. Let me see. Sorry, I'm so behind on comments. The film I played sax for the score of is getting released into theaters at some point in the future. Let us know. Let us know when that comes out and what movie it is. Baron said it's easy to cry on command. Just focus on a painful memory like Marlhy cheating me out of points. Oh, Baron. Joe King, got any videos of those? Of what? Fellow theater kid. Koki said, Marlhy really has a comedic spark, but her facial expressions are also fitting for those dramatic moments. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. God bless us, everyone. In the next theater project I'm in, I can combine my acting and my guitar skills for the first time in a role. That's awesome. No Muppets on the tapes. Are there any videos of the plays I was in?
Oh, I don't think so, because it was all like the professional theater stuff, and they don't let you film those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if they have that.
Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the movie. This was a really old movie called Night of the Hunter.
Oh.
And she played the little girl in that for a theater back in Irving, I think it was.
Yeah.
And that one was really intense, because I mean, that guy just grabbed you and shook the hell out of you and screamed in your face.
Yeah. Well, and it was Davis Gaines who played the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway.
Yeah.
So he was a really, really good actor. And I was 7, and it was my first time meeting him. I think we've told this story.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, okay, let's try out a scene with Marlhy and Davis, and like, let's get them to get to know each other. Let's do the most intense scene possible where he shakes her and screams in her face.
Yeah.
So then I just my eyes are just like welling up with tears, and I just like leave the room, and I'm like, I need a minute. It's just like,
Yeah,
not
it is
good.
the Robert Mitchum one. Yes, that's the movie.
Um. The drawing of you kind of gives David Bowie. Yeah, totally.
Definitely.
If you went with a horror theme, would you want to be the killer or the victim? I would want to be the killer. I think that would be really fun. It's called Gazer, and I know that they're doing some more festivals like TIFF and some in New York and New Jersey. TIFF, T-I-F-F. I believe they also said LA is one of them. I'll tell you more when I know more. Yeah, let me know. Having seen her rants, Marley could easily play a psycho serial killer.
Just the naval stuff. It's very stuff.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. So, yeah, that's that. Does anybody have any other questions? I'm trying to think of if there were any other things that we didn't talk about that happened in the video. I can't remember. I think that was everything. There was like the walls were kind of thin at the space that we were at, because there was some guy who was just like screaming outside.
I shouldn't do that too.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's all of this stuff. All of the wardrobe things and the dancing. Yeah, none of that was planned. But yeah, I think, why does he have a 5-string bass and not a 4? Why not?
Why isn't it 6?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw one the other day where the neck actually spins. Have you seen
What?
that? Yeah, there was some bassist on Reels that had
What the
this
hell?
this neck that just spun. It had all these different strings on it on this spinning wheel, and I guess the idea was that you'd never have to like tune it to a
That's
different rate.
crazy.
But yeah, it was nuts.
Wow. Another great song yet again. Really enjoying the different vibes your songs have. Thank you so much. I really like this one, and I'm really scared to follow this one up, if I'm being honest. Is there any new song in June or July? So, yeah, obviously You just came out yesterday, but I can tell you there is a song coming out June 20th, June 28th, July 12th, and July 19th. So 4. There are 4 new songs in June and July.
Right. But yeah. The
But
July 19th for just a solo.
Yeah, the next song on this album is coming out July 19th. June 20th, June 28th, and July 12th are all DJ collabs. So yeah, it's gonna be like a month and a half before there's another song from the album. But yeah, in the meantime, there are like 3 collabs with DJs, and it's all like the 3 collabs are with DJs that I haven't done anything with yet. So it's all new stuff, which I'm really excited about. The shorts and green shirt you wear also remind me of a little of the movie Juno. I've heard of that movie, but I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I know Dad has.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie said everyone breaking character at different points. Like, what the heck is going on? that was like, I can't even believe. Thank you, Dad. I just can't believe how, like, open everybody was.
Mm-hmm.
That was really, like, it was just, like, everybody was so game for whatever I wanted to throw at them. And I, like, cannot emphasize enough. Like, they were really just, whatever we wanted to do, they were just, like, open to it. And they just did it. I came in late on the stream, but the video is just terrific. And 80s exercise aerobic instructors from Jane Fonda on Undone wish they had this quality photography. That was like, I've definitely wanted to do a video like this for a while, with like this sort of jazzercise thing. Like, I love dancing. Usually I love dancing poorly. And you get to see a lot of that in this video.
You like to dance freely.
I do. That's a very nice way of putting it. The knee-high socks gave me flashbacks to childhood. My school made us wear calf-length socks, and they were very strict about it because we had to learn how to be proper. So when the elastic in the sock stretched out, they couldn't stay up on their own. I'd have to use rubber bands to not get in trouble for my socks being too low. That's crazy. I'm super excited for the new songs, especially the DJ collabs. Yay! Yeah, it's a bunch of different kind of things. Saturday Night Fever theme for the next video. We just decided last night what the next video is gonna be.
It's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be really. I'm excited for the next one. We were overall in general we're scared to follow this one up.
Yeah.
Because this one was a lot of work and it came out really, really cool. The thing about Jane Fonda's workouts is that I will forever associate it with Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back because he mentions her. LOL. I didn't know he did. Also, the coffee of the day is matcha with brown sugar and a shot of espresso in it. And it's very good. And Mama Murph has a...
I have the white mocha macadamia cold brew.
Boom.
Boom indeed.
But yeah, if you haven't had matcha with espresso in it, you have to. I've been recommending that to everyone possible. But yeah, I think that's all of it. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna go through all of the matcha. I have that and espresso. Try it. How much is a shot? I don't know.
I think it's like an ounce.
Is it an ounce or 2 ounces? Maybe, or no, an ounce? How much is a shot?
The volume of a coffee shot.
But yeah, it's matcha with soy milk, 1 shot, and brown sugar. And it's so good.
30 milliliters of espresso, about 1 liquid ounce.
30 milliliters.
30 milliliters.
We do find that a single shot of espresso. We do concur that it is 30 milliliters.
30 milliliters.
Indeed, indubitably, it is 30 milliliters. But yeah, I have to go because I have to go practice swimming for a video. I'm doing a music video for one of these collabs, and I have to go practice swimming because I have to go do that on Tuesday. But yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you guys all for, tomorrow's my birthday. Happy birthday, Goss Guy! I don't have a kazoo. I was gonna kazoo happy birthday. I think I'm gonna spend the rest of today listening to Young and Naive for the last time before I turn 25. Oh, yeah! They say that you're not you till you turn 25. So you listen to that song a bunch, and then tomorrow listen to it again and tell us if you feel different.
Yeah, you're gonna know what everything's all about.
Yeah, you're gonna be you. Baron said, happy one day closer to the grave, Goss Guy. Way to go, Baron. Goss Guy. happening? Oh my god. It's okay, we'll sing it together. Goss guy tomorrow. Okay. So yeah. Happy birthday. Baron said it's my B-Day too. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, but yeah, everybody have an amazing week. Happy time zones, everybody. If you haven't seen the music video for You, you should go watch it again. If you have seen it, which if you've been on the stream you have, go watch it again.
Share it with a friend.
Share it with a friend. Share it with your grandma. I don't know. But yeah, everybody have a great day, and I will see you all next week. Bye, everybody.